My name is Marilyn King, and I am one of the deputy superintendents for the Bozeman School District and also the district safety coordinator. We have many years of experience in the Bozeman Public Schools working on school safety, so I can certainly share a few anecdotes. Maybe the most recent one that we're very proud of is that we recently conducted a reunification tabletop exercise, and that was in a great partnership with a number of different agencies, and over 12 different agencies and organizations participated. And it was very exciting because it was so productive. We were able to meet our safety colleagues who work in other organizations and who are the real professionals when it comes to safety, and discuss and practice so that in the event of a real emergency, we will operate together more effectively. Another success that we have is that we have an excellent team of school resource officers who have developed wonderful relationships with our school staff, students, and families. We also have an outstanding relationship with local law enforcement. Our school resource officers are trained in something called CPTED, which stands for Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design. So that means that on a rotating basis, they audit our schools for safety measures, and we use recommendations from those audits to make each school site better prepared and better secure. And then another success is that over the years, we try our best to communicate our school safety efforts to our families and community. We're so fortunate to have a caring, generous community in Bozeman, and our neighbors and families want to help. So several years ago, just after the Parkland tragedy, in fact, outside of school, families came together in an effort to help support the schools and district safety efforts. And that resulted in an organization called Project Connect, an organization that's made up of volunteers who serve as a friendly presence in our schools. The program tries to make sure that there's a friendly face or a caring adult that greets students throughout the day. You might notice that every example or anecdote that I just gave you really is about a team of people that come together to make things best for students. And that's a really important message here, that we can't do anything. It's not about one individual or one entity. It's about groups of people that care about students and our staff safety and working together to make good things happen. For schools who are looking to improve their school safety measures, there are a few things to keep in mind. One is to start small, start where you are, and grow from there. Don't try to do everything all at once. But I would say that communication and relationships are key. It's important for schools to look to the safety professionals, law enforcement, emergency services, fire department, etc., for guidance, and to build up those relationships, and then to work together and keep communication lines open to improve effectiveness of systems. It's also very, very important to include families. Parents and families send their most precious possessions to schools every day, and they count on schools to make sure their children are safe. So they need to be part of the solution and part of these processes as well. I'd say hardening a school is one thing, and when I say harden, I mean you can put all the gadgets and gates or whatever your community is interested in into a school. But the most important thing of all is relationships, and it's critical to build relationships with students so that students come to adults or come to the adults in a system when they're feeling concerned or when they have concerns or when they're feeling unsafe. I can't stress enough the importance of working as a team to create safe environments for students, addressing whole child skill development competencies, and making sure there are adequate mental health supports for students. Improving school safety is not something, it's not a one and done. It's not something that you do once and then you stop and you're done. It's something that takes time and effort, and again, building those relationships and making sure systems are always nimble enough to respond to events. I think that what we plan to do in the Bozeman Public Schools is we plan to continue with our tabletop exercises. We, with the help of local law enforcement and other agencies, we may attempt a full-scale exercise sometime in the next year or so. I think the most important thing, again, though, is that we're working on relationships and whole child skill development competencies. And one thing that we really want to make sure we tackle, and again, it's the little things that you do every day maybe that make the most difference, and that is to make sure that every student feels safe and comfortable coming to school so that they can learn and grow. And so one thing we want to really work on is relationships among students, and make sure that we're really addressing bullying and harassment so that every student feels comfortable coming to school.